we're just out here harvesting away. Whoop, whoop. What am I gonna do with all I got? Just dump it. Well, we got the 6th dump. We're just dumping it in the builder. Nothing like harvest, but broken equipment and pretty women, future farmers of America here, and beautiful white cotton. You can tell it's a good, dry, dusty day. It's just beautiful out here. Stripper. Cheeto's going to be running the module builder. Albert will be running this bull buggy for this first farm, and we're going to get it stripped up. We're going to get it all on camera for y'all to see how West Texas harvest goes on. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Casey. You're watching the Wild West Farmer. Today is October the 17th. We're finally out in the middle of a beautiful white cotton patch, stripping up some cotton with my lovely wife right here, the Mrs. Wild West Farmer. I think it looks pretty good. Probably making around 2.5 to 3 bales an acre. Been looking forward to this day all year. Get in the fields and officially start our harvest, even though we've been harvesting milo for a month and a half now. Harvest doesn't start until cotton harvest starts, so it's started up. Cotton's doing really good. You can see it coming in the front. So I'm running a 7460 John Deere cotton stripper here. This stripper will come through there and it actually strips all the cotton, leaves, bolls, spurs, everything off this stalk. See where we've made a couple passes already over there. It runs it through a burr extractor. Burr extractor then shells off all the burrs, keeps just the lint and the seed, and then it puts it into the basket. You can see there in the mirror. Once the basket is full, we will stop, and the bull buggy will come over here. We'll dump it into the bull buggy. The bull buggy can hold 2 baskets, and then he'll transport that over to the module builder. The module builder is just a big rectangular heavy piece of iron with a big tromper in it that just compresses the cotton into big rectangular modules. Those modules will contain 10.5 to 12.5 bales of cotton. That'd be just lint cotton. And then the chin will come and pick up those modules and then process them farther. So this is just the first step of the harvesting process here. Running it through the cotton stripper.
What's your favorite part of cotton harvest?
Yeah, I think my favorite part so far is I've got my own personal cameraman and a camera woman.
Oh yeah?
It's working really good. But no, I like to see this, the pureness of the white. The cotton's just beautiful. There's not any other crops that are just super white like this. There's a lot of transition this cotton makes from just being a seed, growing up, being a green plant, turning into a white lint, And it's just pure, and I really like it.
I really thought you were gonna say the harvest mills are your favorite part.
Oh, well, you know, since harvest just officially started today, you might have to ask me that question in another week. But so far today, the mills have been good, and the cotton's even better, and the company's great. So can't ask for much more. Super blessed out here.
What does that mean when you choked it up?
So yeah, on the spot now. 4th dump of the year, and choke the cotton stripper up. Either that means we're in high cotton or we are unexperienced drivers. So
I'm gonna go with high cotton.
what happened is I filled that basket up too full, so we'll jump out here in just a second and we'll clean it out. Hopefully it's not choked too bad, but I was actually stopped and I felt it, just part of cotton stripping. First day experience here. Y'all gonna get to see it all.
He wasn't kidding about a personal cameraman.
I like it. You're gonna get dusted out over there.
Yeah.
So this is the inside of the burr extractor. This is what takes the burrs off the cotton. This is the biggest limiting factor on these cotton strippers. So we take all the cotton out. It's not choked very bad. But in my lifetime, I've done this a lot of times. This is a very common occurrence with cotton stripper. It's choked on the back side. I'm not gonna mess with the front side, but if you look in here, you can see these saws, really sharp teeth on them. And that cotton comes through there. This brush holds the cotton down. The saw will grab the lint, and then it slings it up against these roller bars, these grid bars. The burrs fall out on the front. And then it'll do it twice. There's 2 sets of drums in this thing. On the back, there's a set of dolphin brushes. That's where we'll go next. That's what's choked up. Already prepared from last year.
I didn't know I was going to be climbing through a cotton stripper this afternoon.
Watch your step here.
Okay.
You ain't stand anywhere back here, but
Can I step on that?
yeah, just do not fall off. So this is what the cotton's gonna look like going into the module. As you can see, most of the burrs are extracted from this, but there is still a few burrs in here. It's just disappointing I choked it down like that.
That is disappointing. It's always that much cotton.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
Thanks for all the help. So it actually worked out perfect because it's hard to do all this and video at the same time. But right here on the back of this cleaner, there's a set of dolphin brushes. Those dolphins run the other way really fast, and that's what actually pulls the cotton off those saws. And then it goes right up the back side of this chute, right here. And then right up into the basket. Now, if you're wondering, we do have the basket cylinders locked down, so if that basket were to fall right now, it's safe because the cylinders are latched and closed.
That does look a little scary when you're standing under here. I think I like my job better just getting to stand and film. Good job.
now that we got that done, what do you think about the cotton stripper?
I should have worn better shoes.
You got your house shoes on. Golly, talk about be prepared for things. Oh, wow. Actually, Lainey, she came out here. I forgot to grab our Midland radios, and I called her a while ago and said, hey, do you mind bringing the radios to us? And she's like, sure. So when she got here, she's like, can I make a round? It's like, sure. Well, now you had like a whole cotton experience.
The whole thing.
Oh, man, I quit. I'm going back to drive the combine.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Do you like the combine better than the cotton stripper?
Oh, you know, the cotton stripper is a lot more sensitive. Just little things like that, they choke you down. I would say the cotton strippers are a lot dirtier. The cotton leaves, they grind up and make a dust. So, you know, if you see dust coming out of this machine, it's not dirt, it's cotton leaves. And I'm highly allergic to that. Everyone's always told me, oh, the combine, the milo dust, the wheat dust, the chaff, all that stuff. I don't think it's near as bad as cotton, and that might just be me and my physical body, but cotton allergies are by far my worst, so I don't know. I'd say it's probably a 50-50 combine to cotton stripper. The cotton strippers are a lot easier to work on versus the combine, so, you know.
I feel like you're a lot more familiar
Yeah.
with the cotton stripper too.
Yeah, I'm a whole lot more familiar with cotton stripper. I've got, you know, thousands of hours logged on a cotton stripper.
Yeah.
Versus a combine. So I don't know if Lainey showed y'all that big pile of cotton we had to throw out of the burr extractor.
Yeah.
Albert is picking it up right now. Cotton makes a mess. Generally, that's kind of the buggy's responsibility. If we have a whoopsie like that, we kind of just have to throw it out on the ground. We're gonna plug up again if I don't pay attention. But that make Albert be like, for real? So anyway, yeah, we try to pick it up. We have I think 3 other buggies that have fans on them. That's the only one that doesn't, with a big vacuum that'll vacuum that stuff up. But it's almost just as much work to try to vacuum it up as it is to just hand pick it. Here in a minute, I will pull over there and I will re-strip that spot, and we will get it all picked up nice and clean. Don't want to waste any of that 60-cent cotton. Well, maybe my wife will go and support the new cotton market, because there's not much of one. I think she's gonna need some more jeans there. Holy moly. What happened?
I bought them this way.
Oh gosh, it's hard-earned 60-cent cotton buying jeans that are ripped, brand new ones. Whew.
But they look cute.
Oh, yeah. No comment.
Okay, you're getting off. You're on your own.
Well, it's gonna hold the camera.
Sorry
if the video quality gets bad here in a minute. We're losing our #1 camera woman.
Sorry.
Chief YouTube editor, the whole deal.
I gotta go pick kids up from school.
You don't want to drive this?
I mean, if you want to switch jobs, I'll send you. All right, I'll see you later.
Toodaloos. All right, y'all heard the boss lady. I'm on my own now. She came out here to bring these Midland radios to us. We use these radios a lot to communicate back and forth. Being such a simple field here, just running one stripper, one builder, and one buggy, you know, we don't need to talk a whole lot to one another. When we add the second and third stripper and 4 buggies and 3 builders, it gets very chaotic out in the fields. All the cotton strippers match. They're all identical. You can't really separate them apart. We use these Midland radios a lot to direct traffic, I guess you would say. And they come in really handy at the end of the day whenever we're moving farms. But Midland radios, very handy. If you don't have one, you should look them up. Pretty good product.
Well, good morning. It's actually afternoon. We are out here stripping some cotton right over yonder. I get to run the module builder. I already got some cotton in there, so let's go tromp it down. So this right here, that's my tromper. It's got a big old hydraulic cylinder right there in the middle, and it'll squeeze this cotton down, and then it'll drive on these little wheels right here on the rails. It'll drive back and forth, and it'll compress that cotton to where it's solid and it stays together, and we can make these big things we call modules. It's two handles. I run this whole thing, but one handle lifts and lowers that, and the other handle pulls it in and out. So yeah, I'll just be going do 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 all day.
So today is just a soft start. There's 21 acres of drip here. Not just a whole lot of water on it, but I think it's doing fantastic. Just super pumped. You know, it's making a lot of pounds. I know it's definitely stripper cotton. It's short, it's compact. It's just a ball of cotton. It's holding the stripper down about 2.5 miles an hour, which is a good problem. Might be about 2.5 mils. Could potentially be better. I don't really know. This is the first patch of the year. But as you can hear, the buzzer's already going off once again. These are pretty short rows, and we're not even able to make one pass. But hauling the cotton out pretty quick. Looks like Cheeto's just about got his first module made over there. This will be going into the second module. And so right now, Albert is gonna hold two baskets in his buggy. So this will be the second basket, start of the second module.
Well, we've got a few repairs to do on the back here. These clamps will hold that tarp as I'm pulling it on. Pull those off real quick and put the new ones on. And then this module is ready to go.
So I just stopped right quick. Cheeto and Albert got this module just about ready to come off. Here they got the tarp lined out. Generally the cotton stripper would never stop to do this, but this is the first module of the 2025 cotton harvest right here on my farm. So I'd like to see it, and that way y'all can see how this tarp goes on. We're gonna film it in action. So we'll have to hold this tarp on with the wind we've got right now. Got a little bit of a west wind, should work out. Got my radio here, I can talk to Cheeto, let him know how it's going. Ready? It's like a huge parachute. Yeah, we're ready to go. So he's raising up this builder right now on the back side. And he'll just pull forward. Well, that didn't work very good. It's too windy. Well, after 3 of us wrestling around with this like we're parachutists, we got it. If you're wondering where we gin, the Idalou Co-op Gin, Idalou, Texas. So guys, what do y'all think about the fruit of your labor?
This knot wasn't too good.
Well, I was talking about the cotton.
Oh, the cotton? It's nice cotton.
So we'll have to come back in and clean all this up. That's just part of running a stripper, not a round baler. But the cotton's just nice, bright, pretty, real dry cotton. Super, super blessed. So I've been running the machine here for probably about an hour straight. Everything seems to be working pretty good. There's a couple little quirks that we're gonna have to work on a little bit. I've noticed my left-hand blinker light is not working. That's really not a big concern, but when we get to running during the nighttime, we turn our blinker on when we get full. That way the buggies know where to go if we're not all communicating well on the Midland radios there. One other thing I have noticed is our battery light is on up here. That's a very common problem that we run into a whole lot with these strippers. They, the electric clutches that run the cleaner and the fan pull a lot of power. This thing has a brand new battery on it. Cheeto and Albert put it on probably 3 weeks ago when they were working on this machine. And so it could be an alternator issue. I don't know. We just need to get back there, wiggle the wires, see if we can't get a little bit more voltage. One other thing, it's, a lot of cotton strippers have this issue. It's got a lot of vibration in the cap when you pick the header up, and that's because the cross auger has dirt in it. The only way to get that dirt out is to pull the cross auger out the end of the header, dump them out, put them back in. Pretty big job. The more you run it, the more that dirt will get in there and get to moving around, but that's why we have some vibration right here in our steering wheel. You can probably hear it in some of the clips. That's what that is. Other than that, I'm super pleased with the way it's going. Cotton seems to be pretty good right here. I think this might be some of our worst cotton, so that's a really good problem. Cotton prices aren't great, and that's kind of about all I'm going to say about that. Hopefully we'll get us a market somewhere sometime for this cotton and everything will work out. But right now, everything's shut down and it's just a mess, but it'll all work itself out. Lord's watching after us, and the Lord is in control. Milo harvest is still rocking and rolling. Dad's on the combine right now. We got him moved about lunchtime, and that's why we're a little bit late getting over here. But it's stripping beautiful. We got all brand new bats and brushes in here. We put in just a couple weeks ago. So I guess we'll just keep tearing after it and see how it goes today. Well, guys, the cotton I think is doing great. We've stripped 2 zones of this strip patch and we have made 2.5 modules. That's roughly like 27 bales on, you know, not much acres, so that's really, really good. Super pumped. Too bad we don't have a market to sell this cotton in. Uh-oh. Dadgummit. Choked it down. Forgot I was full. Oh yeah, there she goes. Okay, we got it all cleaned up best we could. We got it all cleaned out. Cleaner's working now. And for all you guys out there gonna be like, my grandfather would roll over in his grave if he seen how much cotton we wasted. Well, you tell him come pick it up. for 55 cents a pound, he can have it. These burr extractors are a real bottleneck on these cotton strippers. I don't know why John Deere didn't add another 100 horsepower into the engine or something. I mean, I think every farmer would have happily paid for a cotton stripper that did not choke down, but that's just part of stripping cotton. So I know they're bad on the CS690s will plug up and the 770s. Another problem is, y'all hear that beep? That's that alternator beep. And you get complacent to hearing that beep at you when your basket buzzer goes off. You just keep going like I did, and then, you know, I wasn't paying attention. But I think I'm a little bit complacent too with the combine. It starts beeping and you can go like another half a mile before it's like over spilling. So I gotta get in the game, the cotton game now. So there's quite a bit of things as an operator of the cotton stripper that we're looking after. One's all your row units. You want to keep a close eye that you don't have a stick in one. You don't have a fire, no smoke. You're gonna keep those bats and brushes cleaned out. About every 3 or 4 rounds, you want to stop. And we've actually got a header reverser. You're gonna run those backwards. That kicks anything out of them headers that's been sitting there. You really got to keep a close eye on the burr extractor RPM. That's what that number is. You don't want to pull that down too far. Every cotton stripper is different. So I drive this cotton stripper, my brother drives his cotton stripper, and my dad drives his cotton stripper. We're partners on all that stuff, but whichever one you drive is the one you kind of need to drive because you get familiar with it and you know right where it's running, and that way you're not choking down just like I did. But luckily Albert helped me out right there. It didn't take just a minute to get that unplugged, and we're right back on the way. So another huge thing you got to watch out as an operator is fire. Fire in a cotton stripper is not good. This thing's got 2 fire extinguishers on it, one water cannon and one of the red chemical fire extinguishers. So if we were to catch on fire right now, what we would do is we would turn to where our basket opens downwind, and we'd dump the cotton out of the basket, let it go downwind, then we'd pull the stripper away from that fire, leave the basket in the air, potentially turn it around, pump out, and grab them fire extinguishers and then put the fire out. It's kind of the protocol. Get to where you're safe to get out. You know, I said turn around, but you got to get to where you're safe to get out. That's the first thing. Once you're out, then you can assess the situation and then you address that situation. So hopefully no fires this year. But you never know. If you're driving a cotton stripper, you're flirting with the disaster.
There goes Albert. He's been keeping me busy, to say the least. Drives that thing like a freaking race car, man. And this cotton is doing good. See in the background there, I don't know if y'all can see, Casey's already full. I guess too many blessings to count, because this cotton is making much better than we thought it was gonna.
Looks like Cheeto's packing away over there. Getting with it. Got 2 modules done. Say hi. So this guy's been a trooper all week. He's had an ear infection. Now you're out riding on the cotton stripper, huh? Well, we got a problem. We're gonna have to stop. We blew a hydraulic hose on the buggy, so we're gonna do something a little bit old school. I don't know if we've got enough room, but instead of running that tractor, you know, we're just blowing oil everywhere. So I'm gonna see if I can back this stripper up into this builder to dump it, due to blowing oil line on the tractor. So we'll see what it looks like here in a sec. So I hope it makes sense what we're doing here. We're just gonna dump the stripper into the builder. We gotta back into the builder. We're gonna dump it in there. This is the way we used to pull cotton all the time when we didn't have 8-row headers. We just pull a stripper up against the builders, just dump it right in there. Well, that didn't work very good. We're gonna have to tromp it down a little.
Oh, a lot.
Well, we got the 6th dump. We're just dumping it in the builder. I guess we could just keep going, but it's Friday at 4. Of course, I love starting harvest on Fridays. But I hope Albert can get that line pulled off right quick, run it to the John Deere store. Not to wait till Monday. So I don't really want to have to haul this stuff in the cotton stripper. Pretty inefficient. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? There went Albert. Little update. He went to the John Deere store. They had the hose. It only took him about 5 minutes to get it taken off. So it took him about 30 minutes round trip. So we actually finished that 3rd module over there. We cleaned up around all 3 of them, and I just started back stripping. We'll probably dump 1 or 2 baskets in the builder, back it in there just how we were a while ago. It takes a little bit of time, but we're gonna try to get this 21 acre stripped. You wouldn't think that'd take very long, but it started to. It's adding up. Started at about 2 o'clock, and here it is already. 5, been here 3 hours, got 3 modules, so not going real fast, but just the first day of harvest, and we're just running 1 machine and all that. So we'll have to do this almost 3 more times before we have every piece of equipment out here in the field with all the people working. But True, what do you think about it? Pretty good? Tell them what you're doing.
It was like Daddy. And we just actually, I think, got 5 loads on a grain cart and a bull buggy and a module builder. Tina's running a module builder, Albert's running a Fulba, and me and my dad are running cottage stripper.
I just stopped right quick. I had to tarp that module and all that stuff, pull up. Takes a second. That's why it's real efficient to run with 2 or 3 cotton strippers in the field, 2 or 3 buggies, and 2 or 3 builders. That way you've got enough buggies in the field to keep the strippers running. But you can see the cotton, short, compacted. It's probably about knee tall right now. There's my knee. And we are licking it up now. It's stripping almost all the cotton off the stalks, and it might actually be a little bit too aggressive. A lot of picker cotton is not graded the same way as stripper cotton. Stripper cotton, you can get a bark in the cotton, whereas picker cotton, go farther east in the United States, they don't have a bark. They don't even look for it. But bark is something that will really dock you. And what it is when this cotton, when we strip it, we'll strip off part of these limbs. Once that bark gets in that lint, you can't get it out. And it'll make a barky bell, and it'll dock you about 3 to 4 cents a pound. So we really got to be careful with that. But cotton's coming in super nice. Machine's running well. Really white, pretty cotton. You can see our basket's kind of raised up. Got my helper with me. Shadows are getting long, so probably about another hour or so, sun will be setting here. I've been real curious all year for what this stuff's gonna kind of be. And this week looking at it, I was like, man, I'm ready to see how this cotton's gonna do, but I think it's yielding really well, which is a very good sign, seeing as the prices and stuff are not very good. The next field that we're gonna be going to after this one is not as good, and then everything else should blow this one out of the water. So I'm like, whoo! You know, maybe I've just got my hopes up, I'm not sure. But if this will make 3 bales, we're gonna have a lot of good cotton this year. Sometimes when you pull into cotton and you think, oh, that'll make, you know, 1150 or 1250, and it makes 800, you're like, oh, but this one's kind of surprising me in a better way. So I like to be surprised on a positive side of things. I feel like I'm getting back in my rhythm of driving the cotton stripper. It's a lot different than driving the combine. This thing is pretty small and petite. It turns right around on a dime. Drives a little different on the hydrostat from what I've been used to. Cab, view, everything's kind of the same. Just does a totally different job. So it feels good just to be out here harvesting away.
We're working on our 5th module. That's number 4 right there. There's 1, 2, 3. I think he's got like 7 or 8 more passes. I'll just keep getting at it. Ready?
Full again. Boy howdy, that's been the story of the day. Very, very good problem to have, guys. This is $24.98 Fibermax cotton, and it is knocking the socks off 3 bales, just blowing my mind. If you look at it, I mean, it's not even touching in the narrow row there. There are 6 big ones over there, and still got our last pass working on the 6th module. It's a lot of lint per acre. The Lord has truly, truly blessed us. Another cool thing is this is the Mother's Day cotton, so if you've watched along, you got to see this cotton planted, fertilized, cultivated, sprayed with pigs, and now in here harvesting it up with the cotton stripper. This field the other day, I was actually showing y'all, and I was hoping it would make 1,150 pounds, and boy, did I miss it. That's a good miss to have. Would you look at that? We made it to the end. 6 full modules at 6 dumps a piece with packed baskets all the way to the end. $24.98. Better get you some. You win some, you lose some. We're winning today. I like it. Well, I hope y'all have enjoyed our first day of harvest out here on the farm. Many more cotton harvest videos to come. Thankful for Albert, Cheeto, getting all this done. Had a large part of growing this crop out here, but we ended up getting 6 modules, got it before dark.
Get out of the shop.
Okay. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more cotton going to the modules here soon. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Remember that the Lord is in control. To wear more cotton, eat more beef, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.